everyone, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of December. I hope everyone is doing well today. Please remember that we are coming up on Thanksgiving, and of course, when you are in the mind frame of giving thanks, remember that it's also a very good time to manifest things. Manifestations are the most powerful when you are in the kind of mode of feeling gratitude, and so that is the strongest, most powerful time to manifest goals and dreams, as well, or a path free of obstacles, or a path towards abundance, whatever it may be. Please remember that this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, I've already meditated on these cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Emperor, clarified by the Ace of Cups. In the obstacle position, we have the Eight of Swords, clarified by the Four of Swords. In the present position, we have the Two of Cups, clarified by the Sun. And in the future outcome position, we've got the World, clarified by the Knight of Swords. Definitely the Emperor in the past position is a very powerful omen, very powerful significance. This is a major arcana card. This is someone that you don't forget. This is someone who has a lot of authority. This is someone who has a lot of power. Perhaps like the head of a company, the head of an organization, even the head of a household. Regardless of what this person is the head of, they have power, and they have overcome many challenges. They understand what it takes. They are able to plan. They have resources. They have contacts. They have really kind of powerful energy, masculine energy as well. They're very consistent. They're very predictable. They're very goal oriented. They move in a very precise way, and they know what they want, and they know how to sort of achieve that goal. They have that security that they bring with them. They have security on the inside, they have security on the outside, and lots of it as well. The Emperor is clarified by the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups represents love and emotion, and feeling compassion and joy, feeling those qualities that makes us human, connecting with each other. It also the Ace of Cups represents leveling up as well emotionally, because we see this bird that's coming into this cup, suggesting that there's wisdom and spirituality that is being transmitted to the person as a gift from the divine. Now, in the combination, the Emperor and the Ace of Cups, it suggests that in the past you found yourself in a way where you had to control your emotions in order to achieve something that was really substantial, and so you learned from that, and you continue to benefit from that to this day. In the obstacle position, we have the Eight of Swords, clarified by the Four of Swords. Here, the biggest problem is your own mind that is working against you. It's important to kind of realize that sometimes our own thinking can sort of trap us and keep us trapped. So important to kind of realize that we need to focus on meditation, make sure that we shut off that white noise, the noise that comes from the outside onto the inside, and distracts us from our dreams, from our goals, from pursuing what it is that matters to us, keeping us away from meaning and fulfillment. The Eight of Swords suggests suggests that you may be experiencing some anxiety, some overthinking things, too much thinking, being stuck in your head. And of course, the Four of Swords represents feeling burned out, not getting any rest, not, sometimes you go to bed, but you're not really getting rest, because if your mind is upset, then your body's not going to rest. Even though you may actually get an hour or two or four of sleep, you're still not resting. So the important message here from the divine suggests that you must remember that there may be people around you who are quite toxic, who have low vibration energy. The swords represent words, and they may be saying things behind your back, criticizing you, picking on you, kind of like constantly, where you may feel like you are, your energy is, depleting, if you will. It's important to remember that, that should not affect how you feel on the inside. Meditating, creating distance between naysayers, negative thinkers, and yourself is important. Making sure that if you cannot change someone else, then perhaps you can focus on what you have and you can work with what you have. It could be that maybe drinking a little bit of a chamomile tea to kind of quiet the nerves, helping. There's different herbal teas that can help with sleep as well. If you're able to get a good night's sleep, then your mind can have a break from that analytical energy over and over. But it's important to remember that, toxic energy is always going to be probably around us, because there's a lot of people, and we all live at times really close by, so there may be some misunderstandings, there may be some criticism as well. You may not have the ability to force the stop to put a stop to it, but you have the ability to meditate. You have the ability to burn a little bit of sage throughout your home and open the windows and let the negative vibrations leave your home. You have the ability to work on yourself on a daily basis. Make sure that you have a room or a space, maybe a corner, a nook, something where you feel like you are the king or queen of that domain, where you are able to arrange, things the way you would like it. Maybe you can rearrange things in your home to create new energy, positive energy. Maybe you can read something that you would normally not read, kind of get out of that negativity a little bit, and definitely help yourself get some rest, drink plenty of water, and focus on positive things. Make sure that you on a daily basis have more positive thoughts than negative thoughts. But it's also important to remember that you don't want to suppress emotion. If you are feeling negative, if you are feeling resentment, anger, any of those things, the way to deal with these emotions is not suppressing them. I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna, deal with it. I'm not gonna address it. It's the way you can address it is by taking a long walk. Movement makes the body respond in different ways. Maybe you can distract yourself, but don't suppress how you think about different things. It's important to vent those emotions so that they create space for new. Now, in the present position, we have the Two of Cups clarified by the Sun. This is an incredibly positive combination, really wonderful, very joyous, fulfillment, joy, happiness, love. The Two of Cups is not as powerful as, for example, the Lovers Major Arcana card, but the Two of Cups is a seed. It's a beginning of a new relationship. Do remember that love comes in different forms. So it does not necessarily have to be, the traditional love that you may be used to. It could be, growing to an understanding with a friend, or an acquaintance or something. and realizing that you've had a lot in common. You have this Sun, which is an incredible card, and it minimizes the negative effects of these two cards. You're going to have so much joy that you're not even going to notice some, critical tongues, criticizing tongues, if you will, and don't really pay attention, because they do not or should not have an effect on what you do or on what you think. Now, in the future position, we have the World clarified by the Knight of Swords. The World is a card of completion of a cycle. When we look at the World card, it's almost like seeing divine intervention. We've got these 4 different heads at 4 corners. A human head, which represents Aquarius, an eagle head, which represents Scorpio, the lion head, which represents Leo, and of course the bull, which represents Taurus. These are fixed signs. So you are, or you have leveled up, you are looked at as an expert in some field. There's something really better than most, like really better than anyone almost. You've leveled up, and the world has taken notice. The world recognizes you and your achievement and your success, and the world is sort of looking to you for leadership. The world is looking to you to keep it together, if you will, so that you're able to help others, so that you're able to guide others. Patience is required, which you should have if you receive the World Cup. The world suggests you can handle almost anything. Responsibilities, commitments, things, the world's very a card that keeps accountability as well. And definitely you're moving, because it's clarified by the Knight of Swords. So it could be that you are feeling a little bit restless. So it could be that you're leveling up, perhaps a promotion, something that is work related. Some kind of movement is happening in your perspective and as well as in your life that's going to have a profound effect in the coming year, 2021. That year is really going to be incredibly successful for you, because of course it's the year of the bull, and Virgo has that in common, the earth element. So you're going to level up, you're going to be recognized. Definitely really one of the most positive, probably the positive spreads for the month of December. Let's see if we can clarify some of this with the 3 energy oracle cards that I pulled. They are broken heart. The 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, rest and rejuvenation, and broken heart. Definitely the rest and rejuvenation. Well, let's start with the broken heart first, because usually that is where, people tend to kind of focus on the negative first, but there may be a little bit of a tiny itty-bitty loss that you may feel throughout the month of December, and it could relate to something from long time ago. Make sure that this broken heart does not interfere with the beginning of a new relationship that you will be having as a result of the 2 of Cups, because they are kind of, or they should not be related. So make sure that an old experience from the past does not hold you captive, if you will. Vent your feelings, release whatever it is that may be holding you back. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself. This is very important to remember, that you need to treat others how to treat you. So make sure that you take yourself seriously. Make sure that you take very good care of your own self-compassionate sort of talk, and make sure that you kind of go easy on yourself a little bit as well. Rest and rejuvenation is really important to get rest, because it looks like you may not be getting enough. You may be feeling overwhelmed by thinking too much and being overly analytical, because of course you have the 4 of Swords in the obstacle position. Now the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, is all about self-compassion, acceptance, being nice to yourself. When you're nice to yourself, you're able to receive love from others. So definitely at times it can be difficult, but it's important to continuously work on that throughout the month of December as well. Let's see what mystical wisdom cards I pulled. We've got Battle of the Blues, take steps towards positive change. So sometimes the holidays do bring the blues. We've got Go with the Flow, let things happen, and take a leap of faith. Wonderful. Definitely make sure that you take it easy throughout December. There should be a few days where you can spend time on healing and rejuvenation. Definitely make sure that you're doing something a little bit every day towards the change you would like to see. Every little bit counts, because it once you start adding it up, it really adds up to huge changes. And definitely make sure that you do something out of the ordinary, which I think you will, because you've got this new acquaintance, new relationship, new situation coming about, and it's going to be great. And go with the flow. Don't force things. Don't be attached to outcome. Don't be attached to expectations. Don't be attached to anything other than, people that have been in your life for a long time and things that you are kind of responsible for. But don't, try and allow things to happen naturally, so that there is a little bit of magic, so that there is a little bit of divine intervention as well. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Virgo. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.